Hey everyone, History Mystery Man here, day 4 of my big adventure here in Florida. I wanted to quickly introduce you to my dad, Harry Radebaugh, his lovely wife, Sue. Wishing him a happy birthday because he just pedaled 90 miles coming up on his 90th birthday. I thought that was worth stopping and celebrating a bit on my way back home. Meet Harry Radebaugh, born 1930 in Toledo, Ohio, May 14th.
Yeah.
You don't miss Toledo?
Not a bit.
Not a bit, okay. In celebration of your 90th birthday, you did a 90-mile bike ride. Are you proud of yourself, or is that you do that all the time, or where are you at on it?
I went out for 40 miles, 10 miles at a crack, and got 40 miles in, and then both Sue and I went out for 30 more miles on the bike and came back, and then I went out a couple more times and had my 90 miles in, and it was sometime in the afternoon, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The odd thing is that I did get up at 2:30 in the morning, and I left at 3 o'clock in the morning in total darkness to ride this, which I was able to do without any interruptions with cars. Yeah. But to be truthful, I didn't sleep hardly a wink. It felt like the night before I went. I think I was planning on it. I think I was a little bit excited about doing it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but pedaling long distance is not new for you. Have you ever done more than 90 miles?
Oh, yeah.
Well, what's your longest?
Oh, I'll just say 100.
100? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done that several times.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a lot of 90-year-old humans in the world that go out in one day, in one setting, pedal 90 miles. I mean, seems pretty rare to me. Maybe not to you, but
not many goofy people like me out there doing things.
No, I know.
Most guys his age are dead.
Then there's that.
I used to lead the rides at a much faster pace years ago. I've been in the club for over 20 years.
You would say you were going to lead at 14 to 15, and everybody'd say, don't go with him unless you want to go 16, 17, because he always goes faster than what he says.
So you've slowed down a little?
Tremendously, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
It's a little bit better because I get more women to come with me now. They say, there goes Harry with his harem.
Yeah, Harry's harem.
That's funny. That's so funny.
But yeah, we always ride Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then there's Saturdays and Sundays rides. So actually the bicycle club rides virtually 4 days a week.
Your longevity, do you attribute it to exercise and perpetual motion movement, or how'd you live this long as well as you have?
I think with exercise, I always was kind of athletic, but you want to know too, the bottom line, both my mother and father lived to be 86 years old, and I think I came from some
genes.
She says I got good.
So
genes.
good DNA.
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't been super careful about what you eat, do you? I mean, you eat pizza pie and whatever you want, don't you?
I eat too much junk anyway.
And sugar and candy, but I think your lifestyle of perpetual motion, you know, I mean, you used to walk to work. I can remember when they'd drop you off in Findlay, Ohio, and you'd walk home to Perrysburg or something like that. Yeah, 30 miles in between or whatever.
That one time I walked 50 miles. I had a guy take me out 50 miles from home, dump me off. It was still dark out, and so I walked home.
And by the way, your dad, my grandfather was. Did you say he was born in 1887?
87, yeah.
Wow, and that's bizarre to me that I have a grandfather that was born in the 1800s. You know? So your dad was born in 1887. My grandfather, and he fought in World War I. He went overseas.
Yes.
Man. I know that stayed with him for his whole life, didn't it?
It did.
Whatever happened over there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And your mother was born in 1891?
Yes.
Wow. My grandmother. Well, beautiful lady, by the way.
There's your odometer, and it still says 90.566.
Can you read it?
Oh, yeah.
So that's proof that you went 90. I'm taking your word for it, even without the odometer.
Yeah, that's right. I could easily punch that and get rid of it, but yeah.
So 90 years young in a week. Do you feel pretty good overall? I mean, do your joints ache everywhere, or you feel good?
I'm still doing.
I can see you're still doing, but you're not sore. Like your knees work good. Everything.
No problem.
You really are lucky.
Yeah, I think so. I just have to throw this in that she has run the Boston Marathon. And also,
See, really? I didn't know that.
and if you
You ran the
look back
Boston
there on
Marathon?
the book,
Oh,
You ran
yeah.
the Boston Marathon?
Yeah.
Don't you have to qualify for that?
Yes, I had to get under 4 hours. I still lived in Illinois, so I came down here to Florida to run a marathon on a nice flat course up around Pensacola, the Blue Angel Marathon, it was called. Yeah, because the Blue Angels.
But so you went 26 miles in the Boston Marathon.
Yeah, yeah.
That's incredible.
I had to
He's
get
still
over-
90 years old and he's riding a Honda Goldwing.
Gonna ride it 90 miles on his birthday.
that's what I'm going to do.
That's going to be an easy ride, isn't
Yeah,
it?
oh, yeah, piece of
How
cake.
long have you been riding motorcycles? I mean, I remembered all my life. And,
Yeah, 40, 50 years.
Okay, how many bicycle or motorcycle accidents have you been in?
One,
I know 3.
you do?
Well, one time you went down on the expressway in ice because you used to ride the damn
Oh,
thing
well,
all winter.
I didn't call that an accident.
Okay, all right. Well, you went
I
down
hit
on
that-
the expressway.
I hit that ice, and the bike went down, and me and the bike slid all the way through that overpass because it was all
On the
ice.
expressway.
And luckily, no cars were coming. I got up, and my windshield had come off. I grabbed the windshield, jammed it on there, and got on that bike and got the hell going down the road.
I went off to work.
Yeah.
So okay, you went down on the expressway in the wintertime, but you're not counting that one.
No.
Just to be clear on that, you're not counting. That's you were the only guy in Toledo, Ohio, that was riding a motorcycle in the dead of the winter that I
would
know
ride
of.
to work all the time.
In the dead of the winter,
Dead of the
with your
winter.
snowmobile suit on a motorcycle.
Right.
Okay, so one time I know for sure that some little gal pulled right out in front of you on a fast 2-lane highway, and you parked yourself in the side of her door. Yes.
Oh yeah, that wasn't going to work though.
Well, that's okay. I mean, you crashed into her car.
Crashed in it. She didn't see me coming, and I was going down this highway, and I was going 60, 65 miles an hour, and she shocked me when she came out, and I hit the side of her car. Okay, that was the worst accident.
Yeah, and you broke stuff in that one.
I broke my ankle, and I broke 3 ribs, and that was it.
And the amazing thing is, you weren't wearing a helmet on that,
I did not have a helmet.
and I don't know how you lived.
Well, I
but-
just kind of fell, and I didn't hit my head.
Okay,
that time.
but you've worn a helmet ever since.
Yes,
And then one time you went down on a motorcycle with some gal on the back and you broke your collarbone.
yes,
Was there another one? That's 2.
that's 2.
I'm counting 3 with the expressway crash, but
Oh.
okay. Well, it's 2. Is there another one?
No.
Okay,
never had
okay.
it. What? Oh, yes,
Those
yes.
are the 2 main
Gotcha.
ones.
Yeah, I forgot all about it. We were coming home and it was raining, and I stopped, and a young girl ran into the back of the motorcycle. And
Knocked you both off?
no, I just kept the bike going a little bit up the road, and then it fell over.
Okay.
And then
And quickly, I know we also got the news that Don Shula, who was 90 years old, also just recently passed away. And you knew Don Shula from your Army days. You guys
Right.
played baseball together, yes? How'd that go?
Yes. He
Yeah.
was played left field. And of course, I was a pitcher on the team.
But he was on the same team as you.
Yeah.
So you guys roamed around the country together, you and
Oh,
Don
yeah,
Shula.
Yeah. Oh, one thing I guess,
What?
in as much as I don't like to toot my own horn, say that
Go ahead.
Shula, coincidentally, I rode 90 miles on the day that he died at
Oh.
90.
Wow.
He died on Monday, and this past Monday on the 4th, and I rode my 90 miles on the 4th.
After, I don't know, a half dozen motorcycle crashes, it's a wonder you're still upright.
Hey,
But
I've had worse crashes with the bicycle.
with the bicycle, the pedal bike.
I broke my acetibula, which sounds funny. It's a big bone in the back of my butt. I cracked it.
Acetive.
Yeah, and it's something called like that, but it didn't break all the way, and
Yeah.
so I was all right. And then I also broke my shoulder blade in the back, and it broke in 2 different places.
My
And
God.
when I went there, I didn't, and they said, just live with it. It'll heal itself, and it did. It just.
You're like Evil Knievel. You've broken every bone in your
No,
body.
I didn't do that.
Okay. All right. What's your next feat? You gonna ride 190 or what's
No,
the
I'm
next
going to
one?
ride 80 miles on my 100th.
Oh, you're gonna back off
Well,
10
he
miles.
already rode the 100.
He already did the 100, so now you can go the other way. I get it. Yeah, okay.
Don't have to do 80.
Happy birthday, gang. Thanks for having me.
Oh, heck, we're thrilled to
There's
death
those
that you came
things,
by.
what are those called?